Well, the Nationals are having it out today in a vote for a new leader. Matt Canavan challenging David Littleproud for the top job after growing frustrated at the party's direction following a coalition election demolition. Joining us live now is the Nationals Senator Matt Canavan. Matt, good to see you this morning. Thanks for your time. So I asked you about this last week about leading the Nationals. You weren't interested then, so what's changed?
Well, no one else would. I wasn't interested. I didn't think this would be on my bingo card this year. But I do believe our party needs a choice, deserves a choice of leader. I think our country deserves a choice, and I don't think they were really given that at the election. And no one else would stand up. So look, in life, you know, it's you can't ask other people things you wouldn't do yourself. So I've stood up. I've stood up to run here. As I say, I'm very worried about where our country is going. We're losing our jobs, we're losing our wealth, we're losing our laid-back culture, and we've got to fight for it. At the last election, I don't think we fought hard enough. We basically told the Australian people that things are really, really bad, but we weren't proposing any really radical changes to fix it. Those two things didn't add up. We've gone backwards, of course, at that election, but I genuinely believe we can win at the next election, given how much disdain there is at the moment out there for the political class. But to take advantage of that, to take up that fight for the people, we have to change. And I have been an agent of change for the last few years, and therefore I'm in the best position, I believe, to prosecute that change in the next few years.
Have you got the numbers to get up?
Well, I don't know, Peter, and even if I did, I wouldn't be telling you.
Are you at least encouraged? No doubt you've been working the phones on the weekend.
It's been great having lots of detailed conversations with colleagues, and I very much appreciate that. Whatever the result today, obviously we have some deep soul searching to do, and I think by putting my hand up, it's at least helped instigate a conversation. I'm sure we would have got there anyway, but it is important, I believe, to this time thrash out these issues, thrash out this debate. Of course, it'll be somewhat robust, but I'm respectful. I think David's done a great job on many fronts over the past few years. He put nuclear on the agenda. He put divestiture policy, a long-standing goal of the Nationals Party, as coalition policy. And of course, he took up the fight against the Voice. And I suppose it's that example which just inspires me. That when we did look at the Voice issue, when the Nationals Party first decided to take up an opposition of the Voice, nearly 70% of Australians had the opposite view. We were in the minority by far, but we had to go. We put arguments to the Australian people. The Australian people respected that, and within just 6 months, it completely flipped, and it was 60-40 against. So I suppose what I'm taking that as the template here. That let's not get locked in. Let's not get anchored by the polls. Let's not get distracted by the commentary down here, which says you're right or left or sensible centre or whatever it is. Let's just decide, as my colleague Andrew Wilcox said this week very well. Let's just decide what is right or wrong. What is right or wrong for Australia, and let's make those right decisions.
All right. So if you're successful today, give me one thing that you would do. And the first thing that you would do that's different from the current Nationals leadership?
Well, I'm running on a platform to end our policy of supporting net zero emissions by 2050. That would be number one. First thing I would do as leader, with the support of the party room, is to scrap that policy. It's a complete chain around the ankle of the Australian economy, the Australian people. Even on the government's own numbers, it will cost $9 trillion over the next couple of decades to reach net zero emissions by 2050. We don't have $9 trillion. People don't have $9 trillion. We can't afford $9 trillion as a country. And right now, when Peter Beattie today has come out and said we've stuffed it on renewables. He said we've stuffed it on renewables. And if there's one thing Peter Beattie's good at, it's at calling it out when he's stuffed it. He's pretty good at that. When he says he's stuffed it, you know it's stuffed. And our renewable strategy, our energy system, our net zero policy is completely stuffed. We need to dump it. We need to get back to concentrating on delivering cheap power prices for Australians. Our energy policy should prioritise cheap power prices, not reducing emissions.
The master of the apology was Peter Beattie. Would you move to split the coalition, Matt?
Oh, look, I hope not. I don't want to. But my position on this has always been the same. It's a business relationship between the Liberal and Nationals Party. We're not married. Like any business relationship, there has to be gain for both parties. If I were leader, I'm sure whoever's Nationals leader will sit down and try and work out a deal. But I won't take a bad deal, cop a bad deal for the people we represent.
Okay. So regardless of the result, can the Nationals stay united or will it be divided?
I actually think this is perhaps the most exciting time for the Nationals Party in at least a generation. We have the opportunity here, I think, to take our model of good local campaigning and spread it around the country. We have held our seats, but as I said, the overall strategy has failed. It failed to win government. And so I think with a new injection of the potential for growth, a hunger to get back to fighting for our people, that will unite people, because the best thing that unites people is success. So we've got to adopt a successful strategy. And that's what I'd seek to do to support all members of the Nationals Party room if I were leader.
All right, I know you got to go, but 30 seconds, Matt, over in the Libs. Angus, Susan or Tim Wilson?
That's an easy one. I don't care. It's up to them.
Matt Canavan, thank you. We'll chat to you again soon.